Good doesn't add up!
Professor Anthony, what's the matter?
I've been trying to figure out what factors determine how intelligent a person is, but nothing is adding up.
Don't you know? That stuff's been studied like 100 times before.
What?
It's true. Scientists has pretty much narrowed it down to 2 factors, heredity and environment.
I don't believe you. I've done too much work on this, and there's no way it's that simple.
Well, if you're not going to take my word, the word of a completely certified professor, then maybe the professors in this video I have can persuade you. Just give me a second to find it.
There's no way.
Found it. Come on, let's go watch this.
Alrighty.
Here we go. Hi, I'm Professor Johnson, and welcome to the world of intelligence factors. Today, we'll be talking about the 2 main determiners of intelligence, heredity and environment. I'll start with heredity. These 2 men are twins. Fraternal, of course.
My brother Jordan and I, when we were born, we were put into an orphanage, and we were adopted and separated and lived in separate households through our entire lives.
They grew up in completely different settings, but let's give them each an IQ test and see how their scores compare. Well, the scores are in, and it seems that each twin scored about the same. The reason for this is that the men have about the same inherited traits, since they're brothers and twins, and that means that their brains developed about the same, so they have about the same intelligence.
Hey, I just looked at my biological mom's IQ and my adopted mom's IQ, and my test scores were way closer to my actual mother's scores.
All the more support for heredity determining intelligence. Now we'll go into how environment determines one's intelligence. Environment begins to affect your intelligence even before birth.
You're right, Professor Johnson.
Oh, Professor Yoggle, how lovely of you to join us.
My pleasure. Environment plays a role in your brain's development even when you're in the womb. If you experience malnutrition while in your mother's womb, it can lead to a severe drop in IQ. However, if your mother eats well and takes nutritions and vitamins, then your IQ could see a notable increase.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yes, and after one is born, the first few years of their life is crucial to the intelligence development. Almost anything from television programs, to what we read, to what we see as a parent, to even how our parents react to talking to us for the first time, to the books we read, to the schools we attend, even affect our intelligence.
Well said. I'm now going to send it over to Professor H.M. Skeels, who did his own investigation on environmental effects. Thanks, Professor Johnson. I ran a study on 2 orphan girls who originally had an IQ in the range of mental retardation. However, after I sent them to an adult ward where they received much more attention and stimulus to think, their IQ shot up remarkably.
Absolutely remarkable. Purely from the attention the girls received at the ward, their IQs shot up very high.
Nowadays there are programs such as Head Start designed to get kids out of homes that do not encourage intelligence development and into a more stimulating environment.
Yes. Now I'm going to show you a video of James Flynn, a famous professor, on discovering the Flynn effect. Oh, hello there. I'm James Flynn. And after grading thousands and thousands of IQ tests from the 1930s and from recent years, I've discovered that throughout the world, intelligence has slowly increased decade after decade. I call it the Flynn effect. I'm not, however, completely sure of the cause of this. It might be from improved nutrition throughout the world over time, but I'm just not sure yet.
There you have it, folks, from Flynn himself.
Yes. Now there are 2 minor subdivisions of heredity and environment. First, the subdivision of heredity is gender.
Now, genders have about identical IQs. However, they excel in different areas.
Yes. Girls score higher in verbal skills, while guys score higher on visual spatial skills.
The other subdivision, which is for environment, is culture.
Yes, studies showing that Chinese and Japanese students score higher on math than Americans, while Americans score better than Japanese on reading.
Reasons for this are still being debated. Some say it's because of study skills in foreign countries, and others say it's because some children just have better innate knowledge.
Yes, but that's all the time we have today, folks. So, thank you, and
Peace! See, I told you.
I feel so much more educated now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, psych!